Yeah.
Cool. So when did you start to write?
I wanted to have an introduction or something looking like an introduction and a decent plan done by the end of March, but I think I fully had a draft written by the first week of Easter. I think it's probably the latest you could leave it is getting a first draft done by that time, because it's all about the editing and re-editing that really where you get the higher marks. It's very rare that I think someone that could write it in one big draft go and then just tweak a few things and have it done. So
Yeah.
I say I would ideally like to plan February, March and have a good introduction done by the end of March, and then the rest of it written in quite a draft format beginning week of Easter, I'd say.
Yeah.
But I guess that's the other thing with the dissertation is everyone in the year is different, and don't get panicked by that, because I had some friends who had written drafts by the end of February, because a lot of them got panicked by it and they just wrote it. And then they were telling me that and I was actually, oh my god, I need to start writing. And some people didn't start fully writing until later in Easter. I think that's the one thing, is that everyone works differently, and you need to understand that's the case and just not panic that you aren't at the same stage as other people.
Yeah, it's true.
So yeah.
Yep, definitely. Along with that, I think there are two pieces of advice that I would give in terms of writing. Not people do it, but I think it's good practice to write from the moment you start. And that often means just writing 100 words at the end of a research day, summarising what you found and why it's important.
Yeah.
And you put it in a scrapbook or something like that.
Yeah, I think even like a diary account, that's what I do, because you get all these thoughts that you're like, oh, this would be great to argue this would be great to argue this. And then if you don't write it down, then you come to your research and look at it, it's like, well, why was I reading this in the first place? So having that diary account, or just a catalogue of your thoughts, I just had it as dissertation thoughts in my work. It's actually something really useful, and I think everyone should do it. It should be a kind of must.
Yeah, I agree, definitely. And second of all, Alex is right that editing is really important. A first draft is supposed to be rubbish, that's the point of a first draft. Then you spend the time making it into something that's really good. So I think give yourself that time to faff around with stuff and kind of manipulate and make it into something really nice. Yeah.
I say just also leave a good amount of time to footnote. With the footnoting, there becomes a lot of, because everyone's doing such different topics with different archives, a lot of questions get thrown around the department and the students, what's right and what's wrong. So you need to give yourself a lot of time to try and research and find out what is correct in terms of footnoting.